He was just a professor of pretendology at the University of Unreal Life until he found the Power Claw, which with the magic power word transformed him into Henshin Kamen Rider Vesuvius. Okay, slightly different intro. Hello, little gas lampers. This is Dr Vesuvius here. And this is my secret superhero identity. Should I be super villain? Because I'm an evil scientist after all. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Little Gaslamp server. As you can see, I have some new toys that I've been playing with. Let's just engage stealth mode. There we go. I look all a bit normal again. As requested, by popular demand by two of you, I'm doing another video to show you what we've been up to. And over my shoulder here, you see one of my little projects, my skyship. It's completed, except for the control system. It does fly rather nicely, if kind of slower than walking pace like previously, but it gets you around and is awesome. But I'm not going to fly that because, like I said, I need to reprogram the control system. It's going to have nice computer controls, but I can do. Engage flight mode. Boom. I can show you the controls. So I'll just switch back to the normal view. I'm going to have a nice bank of control levers here, very steampunky, and just throw a control lever to head in any given direction. At the moment, I have to actually go to the engines and sort of manually hit them with a spanner to get them to go in the direction I want, but when it's done I'll just be able to throw a switch here and just fly in any direction. So as you saw from the start of the video, I've also got a rather nice power suit from the modular power suits mod, which is letting me hover in this rather well-controlled manner here, and it can make me fly very, very fast. Look at this. Whoa, whoa, da, 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 da. Yes, Mr. Picky, that was very fast. So, what else have we got? This means I can actually fly. Bit tricky to control at the moment. Here we go. So here we are in the main village, as it just catches up with the... You can actually whoa. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to... land. There we go. You can outfly the game with this. You can fly or even run faster than the game can generate terrain. So you run for a few minutes and then you suddenly reach the edge of the world and have to wait while the game catches up, which is hilarious. So here we are in Little Gaslamp itself. Few new buildings have been thrown up. Let's go to the edge first. Okay, over the water there we have beachfront terrace. Some nice little starter homes. Here we have a little, I don't know what you call it. It's like a semi-detached, but it's not attached there because there's a gap. But if we go in and we go up the stairs, we have a nice little shared balcony. I think it's a lovely design of house, using micro blocks and covers for the glass and yeah. I don't know what it's supposed to be, whether it's a house or a shop, or Cat's not said anything about that, but that's a very nice build. I think I like it. And there we have sort of just basic starter box home, beachfront terrace. Not a terrace, and there's no beach, but other than that, it's a great build. Let's see. So. Oh yes, yes. Dr Vesuvius' free diamond dispenser. Brought to you by science! Push button for a free diamond. So push the button. Oh, I got a diamond. In fact, I got two there. Yeah. We are in, if you've ever read about science fiction sort of analysis, you might have heard the phrase post-scarcity economy. That's kind of what we are in the Little Gaslamp server. We've had quarries running for sort of several days real time. In fact, probably a couple of weeks real time. We are phenomenally rich in resources. If you want to just come on here and build and not have to worry about doing the mine part of Minecraft, you can do that. As far everything I've quarried, I've put up as communal property, because we're a bunch of socialists here. However, if you wanted to get the full Minecraft experience of starting up from scratch, punching a tree, and just getting everything for yourself, which is, to be fair, probably more satisfying, we have a whole load of wilderness that's completely untouched. I mean, that's where the industrial area is. This is where the village is. There's another couple of thousand blocks in all directions before we hit ocean. And if you really want to go mad, we've got far lands way over the oceans that are completely untouched. I've made a big effort to limit the areas that we've actually been mining to sort of under the village, under the industrial area. And any other holes I've found, I may have gone down with, put some torches down just to have a look around, but I've left all the resources where they are. So, if you go a couple of hundred squares in any direction, set up a home, you can basically start from scratch and do the whole thing yourself, building up from nothing. Which, if anyone wanted to. Sorry, I'm promising I'm not going to now get people to join us, because I know that could get very old very fast. I can't remember, did I show you the bookshop last time? The buried bookstore? Bit of a pun on my little derp before about what I thought was an ancient buried bookshop. Turned out to be our enchanting room. Basically, I've shoved all of the Mistcraft pages I've found, and all of the enchanted books I've either found or enchanted. Mistcraft, for those who don't know, is a part of the mod pack, which lets you create and travel to other dimensions. Basically, each of these symbols here represents a feature. Like this is a snowy rainforest biome, that one's a mountain ridge biome, and you basically assemble a world with these symbols in a book. Once you've done that, you can travel to that world and exploit the resources there and basically just mess things up big style. Great fun. You have to collect these pages from sort of various dungeon chests and trade with villagers and all sorts, but I've been doing that for a while. I've got a complete set of everything and just collected all these are doubles basically, so with no one else collecting them on the server, I thought I'd just put them up here if people wanted to start, get a quick head start, and we have all the ones on display. And 2 whole chests full here, so enough to get anyone started. I've also got 2 floors above the bookshop, which I don't know what to do with. Plenty of floor space. Don't really want to sort of build a sort of house, bedroom or anything over there, but I don't know what else to do. Maybe a function room of some sort. Any suggestions? Let me know in the comments. So we have Cat Sandstone Cafe. She's also started trading cookies. Has she got any more in? I wonder. So actually, I bought out an entire stock the other day because I was hungry. Okay, this is my recent build in the village, a little shop called Arms and the Man. Basically, I keep finding tools and weapons and armour, and I build tools and sort of put them down in a chest and forget about them, and then when I need them I need to build another one. And basically I've just created this as a central place for all the sort of spare weapons and armour and tools that we have. So I've got like a full set here, industrial tools, crescent hammers, diamond saws, crowbars. A lot of the weapons and armour are things that I've either picked up from monster drops. This is mostly armour dropped by zombies, which a couple of things I've found in chests. But they drop armour and it's usually pretty tatty, and if you sort of combine them together and patch them up, like I'll take these 2 chain boots here. Chainmail you can't actually make in the game, so this is quite hard to find. And we combine them together and you'll see it's a little more intact now. So I've been in the process of, like, you know, building up full sets of armour from them. Upstairs we have the good stuff, which are sort of some real powerful magic weapons. Because the thing with enchanting, you basically, it's a bit of a turkey shoot, or a crapshoot rather. You go there, you enchant the weapon, and it's, you know, no control over what you get. So you can get one that, you know, disjunction, vorpal looting, that's nice. But, you know, Bane of Arthropods is, well, basically it's good at killing spiders. And that's it. Well, since spiders aren't that tough to kill anyway, it's kind of the lamest enchant you can get. So you go in with your sword, you get, oh, Bane of Arthropods. Oh, yes. So all those I'm just sticking in here. People can help themselves if they want. If it's also a good source if you want to get one with, like, you know, a so-so enchant on. Combine it with one of the enchanted books from the bookshop and improve the thing a little bit. So basically, you would get your sword, your enchanted book, and you go along down here to the anvil here, and you put your weapon in there. So I've got this one here. That's already loaded with things, but if you didn't have as much on, you could put a book in here and add whatever enchantment was on the book to the sword, or tool, or whatever. So that's our setup for weapons and armor. Again, it's all stuff that's surplus to requirement. I mean, I've got my fancy new power, boom, modular power suit here, which is really nice. It lets me do all sorts of stuff. It's tougher than tough thing. I can hug a creeper quite happily now. So I don't need those old weapons. So yeah, I'll go to a good home. Let's see, what else have we got over here? Oops, I've left the door open in the shop. Oh, by the way, I've decided the canned food store has gone free to vend, so you can just come up and help yourself to canned food. Oops, an empty can there. Actually, while I'm here, oops, pick up. Let's go down. Showing you behind the scenes here how the sausage is made. Here we go. I'm currently canning some zombies around. Currently canning chicken. So yeah. Oops. There we go. And that'll fill up nicely. So I'll go up the stairs. Oops. And there we go. Put the filled tin can up there. Just leave those empties there. Yeah, so I figured we're in a world where I'm giving away diamonds. It seems silly to be claiming a tin can, tin for tin cans. It seems silly to be charging. Oh yeah, over here. Let's get a step back so you can actually get. Ooh, hello. Oh, oh no. Yeah, you saw it live. The railway got buffed with the creeper. Oh dear, did our locomotive survive? Yeah, it did. So for now I'll just stick that in here. You might be wondering why I'm still running this in survival mode when really we're effectively in creative mode here. We can do anything we want to. The reason is, one, if people wanted to come on and do the survival thing, I don't want to sort of limit them from doing that. Two, I think it adds a little bit to have that little edge of risk in the game. So, you know, it's not just pansying around creating stuff. We've got the little bit of danger adds a bit to the spice. So here, as you can probably guess from the lovely wall art here, we have an experience farm. Now, if you look down the bottom middle of the screen, you'll see there's the little track above the inventory of little green blobs and a number. That's the experience level. This is used for enchanting and fixing things on the anvil. You collect experience as you kill things, as you mine, as you cook things in furnaces. You all get experience for all these activities and a couple of other things. And basically you spend the experience to do an enchant. And the more experience you spend, the better the enchant you get. Yeah, that sounds like hard work. So what we have here is a big ass shaft. Yeah, shaft. With a safety gate here. So we're going to turn on the safety gate. And a big lever. If I throw this lever, these are monsters called wither skeletons. They come from hell, but I've captured them with science, and they're now being summoned and sort of dumped into here. And because there's the gate here, and because they're so tall and this is a narrow corridor, they can't get at me, but I can get at them. Oh yes! Boom, 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 boom. I'm hitting them with my sword, and because they've already dropped 20 odd blocks, they're weakened, so a single hit will kill them. And look at my experience level going up. There we go. Okay, you want some too? Yeah. Okay. No, I can't get that experience orb on the far side because it's set up too far away. But it's okay, look, I've got 16. And if I throw this lever here, boom, 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 boom. Those little dark squares act as vacuum cleaners and suck all the things they've dropped up into this chest. Look at that. So they've dropped all that coal, bones, minium shards, and a stone sword, which is nice. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Yeah, let's just go in here and... Yeah, you get the odd one caught in the corner, but... Don't try this at home, kids. I've got this super duper armour, which means they don't hurt me. Oh, look how hungry I am. So remember to eat. There we go. Much better. So that's new. And again, that's available for anyone who wants to use it. Ooh, just getting my controls up there. Now, I think, is that about it for what we have going on? Yeah, I'm sure that's it. So just messed up the view there. Yeah, there's nothing else, nothing more to see. Yeah, so thanks for what? Sorry. Music. Oh yes, the music. Yeah. You don't want to see that, do you? No, there's nothing to see. No. Okay. You calm down. You talked me into it. So we have on the top floor. I always sort of envisaged it as a bit of a sort of music room. There we go. Music room, top floor. I'm worried about creepers now after being ambushed by that one. Both Kat and I have separately had creepers go off in this area here, right next to the storage, and just those barrels are burst and the whole room completely strewn with stuff, and desperately trying to shove everything into chests before it despawns. It's a horrible experience. So here we are to the storage, and so we need to be a bit quiet as the performers, I think, are about to begin the music. Look at that, what a trooper. He's carrying on playing even though the floor's been knocked out from under him. Bravo! Well done, well done. Oh, I feel sorry for that poor one who I knocked the floor out under, because he carried on playing. Yeah, that's a proper trooper there. Those are portal turrets from, there's a part of the mod pack called the Portal Gun pack, based on the game Portal and Portal 2. You can basically build portal guns, which I have a couple of. You can build portal turrets like those, which are they normally fire at anything that comes into their area of sight, but once in a while you get a different one that tells you I'm different, and then you put 4 of those different ones together and they form a little band like that. Very, very silly, very good fun. And I've just seen the clock, and this has gone on for a very, very long time, this video. So I'm going to sign off there. Thank you for watching if you stuck with it. Please join us again. I'm going to nag you that just one time. Please join us. There's lots of fun to be had. Oh, I forgot to say, you might notice this is looking a bit different today. A little less pixely. I'm using a high definition texture pack, which basically changes the textures in the game. The basic design of the blockiness is still unchanged. Sorry, no. But things look a little bit prettier. And if I sound different, I'm also using my old Shure SM58 microphone I got back when I was doing music. So this is probably what I'm going to use to record from now on. I'm thinking of actually releasing some public videos, not just for our group, just onto the YouTubes in general. A lot of people do this. I think it could be fun. What do you think? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is it worth me doing this? Am I just really boring? Be honest with me. You can be honest. We're friends. We're friends. Be gentle. No, be honest. What, are you entertained by this sort of thing? Would you be entertained by someone else doing it? You know, is this worth releasing? That's my question to you. Answers in the comments or through Facebook. Again, this has gone far too long, so this is me signing off. Have a good one.